Trump still says he's going to build the wall. Well, he was supposed to already build the wall. 2,000 miles at 30 feet high, a steel, big, huge wall.
How they getting in? We're having such a hard time keeping immigrants out of the country, but apparently the wall has already been completed and everything's done. How are they getting in?
I'm going to get me a pole vault and I'm going over that wall, by golly.
Oh. Hey.
Hey, what?
I'm Ben Scrood.
I'm Ellie Stone, and we're the hosts of Scrood. Back to Trump. He repaired about 400 miles, a dilapidated two-rail fence, and some gates where cars went, back and forth between the two countries. Only about 40 or so miles of his wall was actually built. Again, there's approximately 2,000 miles of border wall between the United States of America and Mexico. Mexico didn't pay for the wall, even though Donnie Boy said, yeah, Mexico's paying for that wall.
How much is that going to cost us?
Well, it cost, just the 40 miles was like $15 billion. And if you remember, years ago, he said the whole thing would be $10 or $12 billion. No, just the 40 miles was $15 billion. The 40 miles and the 400 of repair, which is like a two-rail fence, it's not impressive at all. And you know where he got the money. Guess where he got the money?
Tell us. Tell us. I'm afraid to ask.
The counter-narcotics budget and the defense budget. And remember, they got drugs, they got rapists, blah, blah, blah. And he took it from counter-narcotics. Now, that's a real bright guy. So anyway, you know who really paid for the wall, even though he kept telling us over and over and over again? Mexico's going to pay for that wall. Politician can't get Mexico to pay for the wall, but I can. I'm a businessman. I do great deals. I'm a deal maker. I'll get them to pay for that wall. But you know who did? You and me.
We're screwed.
Hell yeah, we're screwed. One last thing for now. Why didn't Steve Bannon, who had that Build the Wall fund, why didn't they finish the wall? It was about $25 million they got from, small donors, small Republican donors, people who work hard for a living. A lot of them don't have any money, and they're sending in $5, $10, $20, and they're building this wall, supposedly. And what's he do? He walks off with it. Yeah, him and two other guys that stole millions of dollars. They raised over $25 million, and Bannon stole some money and didn't finish. Of course, $25 million is not going to finish it, but that's not the point. The point is he stole the money. From hardworking folks, he stole the money.
Well, apparently, I guess in Bannon's thinking that they didn't have enough money to actually complete the extra 19,550 miles of the wall. This $25 million isn't really going to help any, so we might as well just keep it.
Yeah, So, Bannon and his crew and all these guys were in cahoots. So what he did, Stevie Boy and his partner took millions of dollars. And they're guilty of stealing millions of dollars. And court kept saying, you got to come to court, He kept blowing off court. I'm not going to go. So anyway, Trump pardons Bannon. He's guilty, and he gets pardoned. We could never do that. Me and you can never do that. Only the elites can do that. Well, more of the elites. Let's go into this just a little bit. Let's talk more about how life differs for the elite. Remember the target letters that Trump got and all the subpoenas him and his cronies got the last half dozen years?
Yeah, Trump and his crime syndicate, Giuliani, Meadows, Flynn, Bannon.
Stephen Bannon.
Yeah, Stephen Bannon. Too many to mention in this episode.
And hair dripping Giuliani. Yum.
Oh my God. These guys blow off subpoenas, and regular people can't do that. If you don't want to answer a subpoena And if you are a multimillionaire, you do not have to do it. Regular people just cannot do that.
Yeah, these 4 guys you mentioned, Giuliani, Meadows, Flynn, Bannon, there are so many that we can't mention briefly here. The Dirty 21. These guys blow off the subpoenas, the gag orders. They keep yemen, bull crap, right? But we, the people, can't. We don't show up when a judge orders us to court. Hey, guess what? They seek us out in our home. Or we could be just driving our car. And woo! They come to our homes and kick our doors in. Drag us out. Cuff us. Scrood.
Yeah, it happens in front of our family. It happens in front of your children. It happens in front of your neighbors. Once you get a subpoena, and if you're just a normal working class person, you're basically guilty until proven innocent. You have to show up. You have to go through arraignment. You have to be booked. You have to be photographed. You have to. I don't get it.
Yeah, I get it. The elites are innocent and they're perfect. As long as they don't screw each other, they get away with murder. We, the people, can be totally without guilt or even any knowledge of a crime. We are the ones sacrificed.
Yeah, the law can pull us over on our way to work, arrest us, book us, print us.
We got to wear that jailhouse apparel. Sexy.
That's right. They're not just in your street clothes when you get your booking mugshot.
Yeah, and then they publish it in the paper, and they, along with your address, sometimes your Social Security can be found. Yeah, but Trump and the elites can give the middle finger to judges, courts, cops, and the law, even our Constitution. And we get all these things slapped on us, and even the DNA thing, right? We could be not guilty. If it's a violent crime, even though you didn't commit it, they'll take your DNA in a lot of cases, and that's not cool. That's a part of you. Your DNA is you.
You've been screwed.
And so have we.
Subscribe now to Scrood on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or click the link in the show notes.